I'm finna crash out. Can't get rid of me, that's what they really mad about.
I can't come down, I'm gonna be dead! He's right. I'm gonna flip out. Story ended. You people are sick. Listen to our big understanding. I ain't motherfucker, nigga. But I can't see you niggas like you wanna fuck with me. You wanna fuck with a nigga, right? No, every time I prove somebody wrong, it's who cares. Oh, it's different. No, it's different. No, who cares though? Nigga, I care, nigga.
I care, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Crash Out the Sitcom, episode 42. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, Tio Val. And as always, my homie, my spicker, the motherfucking head spicker in charge. You know what I'm saying? What's your name, dog?
My boy. My dog. He gave me some praise right now. That made me want to tear up there. This your boy, A Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funko, the Drunko, the Fail, the AO. You know what I'm saying? We're getting into some crazy topics right now on the Crash Out. Just to let you know, we're going to crash out. And y'all better stay around right now before we lasso your ass down.
We got $250 million drug busts. We got 50 serial killers loose in the United States. And we got family murder setups all over New Mexico, which is fucking insane.
Right.
But before we get into that, A Omega, how was your week, my dog? I'm going to hit you with that shit because you got me
You
last
got
time,
me,
bro.
motherfucker. You always get me with that one, man.
Flow.
Fucking, it's been a hell of a crazy week there. You know what I'm saying? We sent off the boss last week there.
Yeah.
And kind of
Shout out to Jose. We sent him off to Las Cruces.
El Paso
Fuck
area.
out of here, dog.
We love you there.
Nah, we love you, brother.
No, man, just kind of moving different right now. You know what I mean? As far as my work week there, you know what I mean? I keep my life separated there from, my podcast life, and I try not to incorporate too much of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I keep my life pretty private, like how you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not over here posting what the fuck I'm eating on the daily, or
I do that.
some kind. Well, I mean,
no, I'm just joking.
You know what I mean?
I know
That's
what you
a different thing, but I personally move a little different there. So it's
I know.
when I see the writing on the wall, and when I see everything fucking falling down there, I already know, baby. You can't get A Omega off of that there. A Omega already know. I'm an old speaker for sure. I'm an unk. I already know when that shit gonna go down. But I'm gonna say I love y'all guys. I'm gonna stick around until we fucking, make sure everything goes down. Keep it around, you know what I mean? But fuck, man.
Until the shit hits the ground, dog. Straight the fuck up. No, my week's been chill, dog. I did have a realization, you know me. Sometimes I get really, really angry about certain things, and then I find one thing that brings me all the way down and grounds me. I have to do that, or else I'm gonna go insane. But I realized my son Elijah, he's graduating right at the end of the month.
Yeah.
He's 18. Shout out to my son Elijah.
Elijah, we love
Super
you, man.
proud of you. That's my Hito right there. Super smart. One thing that really cheered me up and it got me thinking in a positive way was he had never gotten in trouble, like, ever. From preschool till 18, he has never gotten in trouble. And I just want to give you a round of applause, Hito. That shit's fucking amazing. I think that shit's dope as fuck. I think that you're on to do big and badass motherfucking things, Hito, and nothing's going to stop you. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let negativity within any family situation stop you, my good son. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I can really say. Like, anything in the world, like outside of my family life, right? Work, whatever, it could piss me off to oblivion. But the second I think of these things that bring me all the way down is what makes everything worth it. So thank you to both of my sons, Jalen and Elijah, for being the most awesome thing that I have ever created. You know what I'm saying? And you guys continue to make me proud. There's no amount of words that can express how proud I am for both of you guys, and the fact that you guys constantly stay out of trouble is unheard of.
Baffling to you.
You have my DNA.
You were the troublemaker.
If you have my DNA and you don't get in trouble, like like you're fighting like the biggest battle within your body, and I commend you guys for that, because I know I know me, and so do you.
And I know you.
But anyway, before we get on to these 4 topics of Crash Out in the Good, Bad, Ugly, and Bizarre New Mexico, we are going to give a big shout out to our new sponsor, High Desert Relief.
Yes.
I'll put up the logo right here. Super dope indoor flower. They blessed us with some Tropicana Cherry number 8. Really good sativa. I have a feeling that this is going to be a really good session. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to dive into some really good topics. Omega, I think we're going to be able to, get some feedback from all of the audience from Strain Damage Media, Crash Out the Sitcom, and Blunt Kings Podcast.
All of the above.
But before we jump into that, we have the intro topic, Crash Out.
What's going on?
This one is, I always try to find that one thing in the week, right, that makes me like really irritated. And I think most of it always has to come with people's assumptions, right, or situational arguments or whatever happens during the week, right? But this one has a lot to do with people that act like everything was handed to us, Omega, and that we never went through any kind of struggle. Right. We never went through any kind of hardships in the past 40 years, that we just got this the podcast and polo gear handed to us just because we're us. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. I remember going back in the day when I was younger, eating farina. You know what I'm saying? Even the canned peanut butter from the government, or the government cheese, like literally
the white and the black label,
which makes the best nachos, honestly. And then the chicken in the can. It was a silver can. They all had the white labels.
I know that
on
one. Yeah, with that chicken, shredded already.
Yep, and the pork. And they also do you remember like the farina box, like the little kid though with the stick figure baby, and he was eating a little bowl of farina, and
it had the
little dots of steam coming out of it. Yeah, like we've been through the struggle. Like I remember. I know you. You've even talked about like how you and your siblings and your parents grew up, and if you want to tap into that, you're more than welcome.
Man, my grandma, man, I remember going to St. John's in Santa Fe, man, as a young kid there with my grandmother there. And we all lived in a little trailer there that was 2 bedrooms there. Literally my mom slept on the couch. My dad slept on the floor.
Damn.
You know what I mean? We just moved here from New Mexico. From California.
East LA, right?
Yeah. We're from LA there, and my grandparents were here, my great-great-grandparents. So we were figuring out, my dad worked at Walmart on Cerritos Road there. Anyway, long story short with that there, me and my sisters, we all lay like little sardines in the back room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In between, you know what I mean? One bedroom that my dad had that was for my dad's stuff. You know what I mean? Like his hobbies, his certain particulars. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like mom and dad, they all slept. My mom slept on, you know what I mean? The only thing we could. Me and my sister, we slept in sleeping bags on the floor. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was crazy because at that time there, my grandma lived with us too in that other room. You know what I mean? With her husband. And he was from Mexico. And, I remember he would take us 1 time or 2 times to the soup kitchen, man.
Yeah. No, I've definitely been there with my grandma.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. And I would go and do that. You know what I mean? And I would be very humbled there and be appreciative of everything that was presented to me that day. And, I could indulge in, and, you know what I mean? Even to this day there, I don't need a lot, but
no, yeah.
I'm a humble servant of God.
I remember we were talking about this before the show. Like, I remember eating like a whole head of lettuce because that's all there was in the fridge, or like a whole thing of the government peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was like 10 years old, I would watch my brother. He was 2 at the time. We were living in Colorado, right? Thornton, yeah. And I remember we were only left with we had food at the time. Like there was like chips and salsa, like some sausage links, and like cereal and milk, right? And those are like the 3 things that like I was comfortable with, I guess, making, because I don't want to burn down the house and kill me and my brother, and he's only 2 and I'm 10, right?
9 degrees.
So so I'm literally I learned the I learned the hard way and the easy way that if you just cook on low, after a while it'll cook all the way through. But hey, I ate a couple raw
You didn't
sausage
die.
links, and
Yeah.
I've eaten a couple of raw like gone bad heads of lettuce on accident, or celery or whatever with the old peanut butter. Like
It was there.
yeah,
It was
like
there.
we've definitely been through the struggle, and when people assume like, oh, these guys they look like this now at 40. Like I didn't look like this. I look like a nerdy ass fucking bucktooth fucking kid with like not the most appealing clothes. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to have like those little van, like not the van slide on ones, but like the checkered ones that you'd get from Payless with like the stonewashed jeans from Walmart or Target, and like
We couldn't even get Anchor Blue
a
yet.
Bugle Boy shirt from of Walmart or Target.
The
you know what I'm
thrift
saying?
store.
So like when we dress like this now, I honestly think that this is what makes us who we are, right? The struggle makes you who you are. And a lot of people seem to fall into that, oh, woe is me. Nothing good ever happens to me. No one likes me. Everyone hates on me. When in reality, that mindset of themselves being like that keeps them in the struggle zone, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Yeah.
a way to get out of that struggle zone when you change your mindset to positivity, start thinking and finding the high points of your day each day instead of the low points and what pissed me off, right? Like
Triggers.
like I'm always gonna voice my mind, right? Like if people,
Amen.
if
Amen
people,
to that.
if people would know the person I was when I voiced my mind 5 years ago as opposed to the person I am now, they would appreciate the way that I do it now. You know what I'm saying?
Move
Like
with strategy,
yeah.
dog.
So like I always try to set things up like
Yep.
is it gonna land in a safe place where everybody can find resolve, or is it gonna land in a place
In
of
a better.
chaos and everyone's arguing? I'm ready for either one. You know what I'm saying? And it's because we've gone through not
We're ready
only
for war.
the struggles of life, but like losing friends and family members to not only death, but just like certain circumstances where they're just not in the circle no more, based on their own decisions and their own tactics that they try to pull within
Your
the time that we spent with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's always a way to get you out of that struggle zone, and I believe it's just being a righteous person, being positive, right? Positive is always key. Communicating your needs, wants, and whatever.
And air out what
Grievances.
you're afraid to say.
No.
Let it out.
Yep.
So you get that clarity there. If
Yeah.
you stole this from me, if you did this to me, if you did that, get it off of your fucking chest.
Yeah, like so much things could be resolved with anybody. Like say, like you said, like the thieving thing or whatever. If anybody that I've ever stolen from was like, "Hey, you stole that from me. I need, and I got it. If it's here, I'm giving that shit back." You know what I mean? Because I would rather give that one materialistic item back to the person that I had a long stint of years and memories with, right? As whether it was a friend or a family member or whatever the case may be.
Memorabilia.
It could be anything. Like it, like if the thing that bugs me about people, and this is just a different kind of crash out mode, I guess, or topic, is like when they think that, people know that we're smart enough to write in subliminals and write in code to piss people off if we wanted to, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
But we're not doing it 24/7. And what I think people get confused is they go, "Oh, he's that smart to do that
With you and me."
Let me see if I could subliminally say something to him to see if I can get one past him,
response.
or if I could subliminally do something behind their backs to see if I can get away with it. And if I do, I'm a mastermind. And it's like, dude, like you're just pissing me the fuck off because I just noticed you do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it's gonna do is
You just red flagged yourself.
yeah, and
fucker.
you just prove the point on why you shouldn't even be in the equation in the first place, right? So that's just my crash out topics. We didn't have everything handed to us on a silver spoon. We definitely had to eat farina and fucking government everything with a fucking plastic spork from Taco Bell because we're blessed to get a fucking tostada last night.
And go to lunch at the church, folks.
Right.
I would go to that with my grandma. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, just to put that out there, how many of y'all went to go eat at the free lunch church with your grandma?
Yeah. Or even go to the park, right? When they give out the free lunches.
Free
like
lunches,
those
they're park
cold,
and rec.
the cold chicken nuggets with the bomb ass fucking The little Minute Maid
I
popsicle
remember that one.
and
Popsicle,
fucking,
little grape
bro,
drink,
and
bro.
a little bag of fries that would kill you because they're fucking drier than fuck, but they're so bomb because
But
they.
as long as they had ketchup.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're good.
You throw that sweet, tangy school grade ketchup from the cafeteria on that shit. That shit was fire as fuck, dog. Like
Those mixed in with that, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the innocence with that sense of just like literally thinking that we aren't humble enough to eat that.
right.
I'll eat a fucking banquet fucking microwavable meal there. You know why?
yeah.
Because I'm from the fucking 80s. I was raised by 70s, 60s, and 50s people there. That shit don't matter to me, 229. I'll be there right now.
One thing I can't do though, honestly,
Salisbury or the chicken fried steak?
no, I just can't do scrambled eggs anymore because like my grandma, my mom, that was their go-to for me.
Yeah,
Like I would be sitting in the high chair and they're just like scrambled eggs, ketchup, go ahead with your hands, and I was just
Because
like,
I was fat and fried, everybody would give me a sunny
Yeah.
side up egg.
Yeah.
I hate yolk. I
look
hate the
I
yolk.
look like Danny McBride on fucking Pineapple Express.
Yeah. I'm just like, I can't do
Yeah,
the yolk,
no.
a sunny side up.
I can't do it.
You better over easy that shit or make it hard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Make that yolk
I
solid.
love hard boiled eggs for sure.
Well, a solid yolk, like with
Yeah.
the thing inside of a bagel sandwich, I could get down all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do the avocado toast, I'm
Damn.
there.
Oh, by the way, you know the best snack right now that we've been trying? It's a viral snack that we've been
tell
trying. No, I gotta tell them, dog. 'Cause we probably ate it like 50 times already. But you get a rotisserie chicken, right? Or you cook your own chicken, whatever, rotisserie style, and then you get a bag of Doritos and some pepperoncinis, and that's all you need. All you stack all
Nacho
three on
cheese
top.
Doritos.
And I swear it tastes like the best chicken nachos you've ever had in your life.
It's keto.
Try
it's
it out.
Easy,
Yeah.
It's light.
Super fire.
And
We
it's-
eat that every time before we shoot.
And it's inexpensive.
Yeah.
It's like under $20.
Yeah, like 18, 20 bucks. Yeah, 18,
Yeah.
$19.
You're spending under $20 for a whole rotisserie chicken, a bag of fucking nacho cheese Doritos, and a jar of peccacinis there. You know what I mean? So you're good.
Speaking of munchies,
Spiccacinis.
hey, we are sponsored by High Desert Relief, the best
Woo!
indoor flower in New Mexico.
They're getting
They
it
hooked us
in.
up with some Tropicana Cherry number 8. We've been puffing on that shit. We got these conversations going. Rest of the episode's gonna be tight. We'll probably light something up here in a bit. But we're also sponsored by Biscochitos brand, the illest, the dopest.
Best edible in Nuevo Mexico there.
Yes, sir.
Hence the Bescochito logo and the name there. You know what I'm saying? So if you can tap in there, you know what I'm saying? Go find some Bescochitos near you. You know, very subtle, very nice there. Also, this episode is brought to you by Polites Bodega. You know what I'm saying?
It's
We're
so
getting
hard to
it.
say. Like it's brought to you by Polites Bodega.
And then you got me the other time because it's like, pop, pop, you know what I mean?
no,
It's
I
the
know.
P.
I fuck up all the
Popping
time.
tags, pippin'.
Hey, we pushing P over here. We pushing HDR over here.
Pushing
we pushing
power.
Biscochitos. We pushing positivity. Yeah, power.
Perseverance.
Power moves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna be where you think we're gonna be forever. Anybody I worked with, I want you. If you guys see me, put a comment. Same with this guy. If you guys ever
Check it
bumped,
out.
if you ever
Bumped
experienced
into us.
5 minutes with A Omega or T.O. Val in conversation, you know what I'm saying? You know how we are, bro. Leave a comment, bro. Let me know how you guys think about us. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's some bad shit, I don't give a fuck. Like I love arguing with people online.
I remember.
But yeah, episode 42, Crash Out the Sitcom. I'm your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val.
It's your boy, A Omega, with the funky dope flavor there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kick back, trip out, roll one. You know, we're going to come right back here with some of the good, the bad, the ugly, and bizarre of New Mexico.
And the 4 topics of the night. Rapper caught with $250 million worth of drugs. Hey, Omega,
Get the
did you hear
fuck
about this
outta
shit?
here,
You know
dog.
Pee Wee Longway,
Oh,
right?
hell yeah. I got some of his songs on my playlist, man.
All right, so it said rapper Pee Wee Longway Quincy Williams was reportedly arrested in September 2024 as part of Operation Sweet silence, right? A massive Georgia drug bust involving 101 people and over $200 million in contraband as of April 2026. Reports indicate he has accepted a federal plea deal of 10 to 14 years for drug conspiracy and gun charges 1 through 5. Key details of the case: the bust in September 2024 was in Muskogee County. Muskogee County. Sheriff Greg Countryman announced the results of a 2-year investigation, which included the seizure of 7 kilograms of fentanyl, 57 kilos of coke, and 55,000 pounds of bud. What do you think about that shit, eh? Oh my God.
Yo,
Damn,
what the fuck was this guy gonna do, bro? I mean,
He was gonna kill a
obviously
small
no
country.
good.
Yeah, no, he would have killed all of Cuba for sure.
I'm just kind of interested on what kind of smoke he had.
Yeah,
You
he
know
probably
what I'm
has some
saying?
fire for sure.
You know what I mean? But that Fenty and the cocaine. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, that ain't even real dope anymore, bro.
Nah,
You know what I mean? That's some
you could
fake
just
ass
smell
shit.
it in the air and probably
You
die.
already
or
know you
just touch
stepped
and
on
die,
it.
Yeah,
Stepped on it, reconned it there. Stop the thing, baby. Stop for You know what I mean? That's what that one was. But you making these motherfuckers fold on the sidewalk and I'm trying to get to work, man, you got to stop that shit, dog.
yeah. So
You
the
know what I
plea
mean?
deal in April 2026 reports emerged that Longway accepted the plea deal for drug conspiracy and being a felon in possession of a firearm.
That's where you got fucked.
Yeah,
Possession, fucking being a felon and with the firearm.
if you have that much drugs on you, you probably have to have like a bazooka on you, right? Like,
Fucking rocket launcher, fucking tank or some shit. You know what I mean?
the plea deal carries a sentence of 10 to 14 years, preventing a potential maximum of life in prison. So that's a good thing for Pee Wee. The sentencing date, he will be scheduled for a formal sentencing in July 2026 for all counts 1 through 7. This bust followed previous legal issues for the artist, including a 2022 arrest for drug possession as well. Dude,
Oh, man.
what they mentioned earlier was just like tip of the iceberg. Do you want to hear the whole list of the drugs that he had?
This nigga had more?
Yeah, it was.
Man, my nigga, man, what the fuck you doing?
Not only 55,000 pounds of bud, but 496 pounds of meth, 57 kilos of coke. We said that. 7 kilos of fentanyl. We said that. 1.5 kilos of heroin.
Oh, he had the 8 Ron?
I didn't even know they had heroin. He saved that since like what 2004,
Shit, man,
huh?
he be sitting on that bag.
GHB, he had 5.9 pounds. GHB.
Okay.
I love you very much.
I know what he doing now.
And psychedelic mushrooms, 755.8 grams. That means somebody took a microdose before the drugs got seized and busted. It would have been 756 grams.
Shit,
but
that would have
somebody
been
ate a
800,
cap.
800, man, just to keep it at an even number because most of these are pretty on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all keep it at even, what am I saying? The rounded number there, you know what I mean? Everybody know, you keep it at that rounded number. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not implementing nothing.
I think the
But I
person that
figured-
weighed this out like kept like 0.2 of the shrooms,
they might have been good.
0.1 of the GHB, about 0.7 of the heroin.
And let me tell you why I think about this specifically about that per se, is because GHB and psychedelics, right? You know what I mean? Those are usually considered like with all else fails.
The Tech 9
Those
experience.
no, those little other ones back in the day they'll always sell. An older
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
a younger person. You know what I
Acid,
mean?
yeah.
Like, yeah. Hey, you like meth? No, I don't do meth.
He
Hey,
also
you like
had-
cocaine? No, I don't do
He
coke.
had 3,000 pills on him too, for sure.
3,000 pills?
Yeah, probably.
What the fuck were the pills?
Probably perks or Xannies. Who knows? You know what I mean? But still, that's a lot of
Little
drugs
zippers.
for one bust to happen in a span of 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Almost $250 million in drugs were seized. Pee Wee Longway is lucky he didn't get life in prison for sure, because that is a pretty heavy sentence. What do you think, Gail?
I don't know, 10 to 14 there, that's a long time there, but considering the allegations and all of the charges and the street value shit there, not to mention the fucking prior 2022 drug possession, does not look good.
This
my
fool's gonna end up with
brother,
like
man.
$500 million in commissary watch. Like he's gonna have like a $250,000 worth of ramen.
He's gonna have one cell, and he's gonna open up like a motherfucking
Yeah.
distribution
Hey man,
center there.
let me get the cell next to me, man.
Yo, how many ramen you want this week, man? Raymond's. How many Raymonds you want this week, man? How many honey buns in this cell? Cell
No,
block
that's
2,
still
the
nuts.
buns.
It's nuts though. $250 million worth of drugs would be crazy to see just
Got all the
on a
spreads.
table. You know what I'm saying?
All the spreads.
Probably need like 5 tables,
Bruh.
12 tables, something like that.
6 cells, 12 tables. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Anyway, this one's crazy. Next topic, A Omega.
Let's do it.
The FBI estimates that there may be 25 to 50 active serial killers in the USA, like right now, like today.
FBI saying that?
Unsolved mysteries, like the show, you know what I'm saying? Unsolved murders, unsolved cases, all kinds of shit. But some of them are linked to each other and they're still unsolved. And they're saying that there's at least 25 to 50 serial killers on the loose right now. We're 2 of them because we're killing this shit. 42 episodes. No, I'm just kidding. That's a lot of episodes we killed, bro. 42.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 2. So I wonder who the other the other 23 to 48
Bruh.
could be, because I know
There's
3 in this room. You know what I mean?
I'm
Me,
thinking,
my brother. You. Yeah, cereal.
You know. You know.
I love cereal.
Which this is something that's new to me. There, I mean, this is again very, very new, coming to light for my peanut.
Yeah, no,
I haven't heard anything about
I just
that
heard
there,
about
so
it
I was
yesterday,
like,
dog. I just threw it in the show yesterday.
48 to 50 there. You know what I mean? Like 47, 50 out there. You know what I mean? Besides the 3 in here. Yeah, this is interesting because I mean I'm sure all of this ranges from various different age groups.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying in particular that it's like probably one, sour old man or some really sour puss female, you know what I mean, in her 70s.
Right.
That Miss Johnson hates everybody. Come here, I'll cook you a pie. Boom, off with your head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I made a contraption, look in my dryer there, but it actually is a guillotine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's a horror movie type thing, right there.
Yeah, that's scary, dog.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't trust anybody's house except for like my friends and family, dude. Like, I've been invited into houses that I've never went into, and I'm glad I never did, dog. Like, honestly, but the FBI itself has said that it's basically impossible to know like, the exact number of active serial killers, but 25 to 50 range to them sounds pretty accurate, and that's kind of fucking scary, dog. Based on these things like unsolved murders, patterns in known serial cases and statistical modeling, that's kind of what makes them think that it's a serial killer, right? Because they're coincidental, they're copycats of one another, of whatnot.
Well, of their success, and that's what fucks them up there, because they think that they're successful on that there, but it's actually not there. You know what I mean? You're still leaving the mark behind. You're leaving a trace, whether it's DNA, hair follicle, saliva, whatever, any kind of sample like that there, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you're doing that with the intent that you move in the direction that you're actually swaying in, you know what I mean? You got to switch it up if you're going to fucking be a weirdo with that.
And it says serial killing is actually rare compared to overall homicide. Technology has made it harder to stay active. DNA databases, cameras everywhere, phone, location tracking. Because of that, experts say that serial killing has dropped massively since the 70s and the 90s. Well, yeah.
Oh, Garen fucking T.
Yeah, like when who was it? Charlie Manson and the Manson family were going around Hollywood,
Charles,
cutting out babies of people. Like they wouldn't have got caught if they would have actually, got the proper distance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it took in the 70s and 80s. You have to get away from the scene. Like nowadays, it's kind of impossible to get away, but it's not super impossible. There's been cases even in Albuquerque, right, where people have been caught on camera on mask, right? Rest in peace, Bell. And they still, till this day, haven't been able to find that guy's murderer, right? Yeah. And that guy was just wearing like a Lobo's beanie or some shit over
and
his
a mask,
face. Yeah.
and that was it. Super hoodied up there. I mean, it wasn't it was a normal fit for out here, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is that I trip out on this there now between the 70s and 80s peak there where they didn't have that technology is
right.
Now they have the shit in Albuquerque where you see the fucking gun goes off and it
echoes
through.
All the
that
cameras
shit goes like London mode.
Yeah.
Fucking all eyes on me. Yep. Whoever was driving fast, erratic there, they're going to catch all of those speeds and all that mile per hourage. And you know what? You're fucked. You're fucked.
And then when they say active, it doesn't mean that they're killing constantly. Some may commit crimes years apart. Some are suspected but not confirmed. Some might already be dead or in prison without being linked to their crimes yet. You know what I mean? Like,
They go dormant.
like imagine, like if you, if you're just put yourself in the serial killer eye real quick, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you kill someone and then you fucking go to jail for something totally different that same day, and you're like, whoa.
I did not expect it to go that way.
Yeah, would you
But
feel?
I guess I'll be out sooner.
Yeah, would you feel relieved, or would you be like, "Oh shit, well at least they didn't"? Or I'm glad they didn't know that other
I'm
shit.
just the weirdo in the room that I'm at, being a serial killer. I guess I'll be a weirdo in here with all these other fucking weirdos.
And that's kind of weird to think too, because how many serial killers have been locked up on purpose? What if they jaywalked on purpose after they killed someone? They get locked up, and then now the people are on the streets looking for the serial killer, not knowing that they're locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's easy to hide the car with all
this
the
bud's
fucking-
good, by the way. It helps me break shit down.
Yo, the Tropicana cherry number
High desert
8 there,
relief,
high
man.
desert. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get some of that there. You know what I mean? We're just going off on the rant there. You know what I mean? Fucking pod
Pod 5 off is the
Pod
code.
5
Make sure you
off
guys
there,
use
all
that.
high
Get
desert
$5.
locations there,
$5,
for sure.
$5. What's up?
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, that's crazy. There might be 25 to 50, maybe
Active.
active,
Possible.
maybe.
Yeah.
There might be like 15 in jail for something else, and
Widows here.
they ain't been able to get any clues on them because they're trapped in the fucking there with Bubba or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, let's move along. Hey, Omega, you ready for the third
Fucking
topic
dude,
of the
go
night?
ahead. Let's
This
do
one is
this.
kind of crazy. The Playboy Mansion, was it a human trafficking hub? There's real evidence that tunnels existed, but not in the wild secret society way people imagine. I think I saw this and it said that instantly, right, with all the things going on with Epstein and all the human trafficking, immediately they said that
Gravitated towards that.
the underground tunnels that were meant for the staff to not be seen by the guests at the Playboy Mansion are actually used for human trafficking. And the tunnels even led up to actors' houses like, let's see, what was it saying? Oh yeah, Jack Nicholson. You guys remember Jack Nicholson, right? Inspiration for the glasses. I'm just kidding. Warren Beatty, wasn't he Dick Tracy, right?
He was.
Okay,
Yes.
and then Kirk Douglas. Everybody knows Kirk Douglas. He was
Come on, man.
I'm just kidding. Pretend like I don't know that actor.
Who does not know
He was
Kirk
married
Douglas?
to Cat. What was her name?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, yeah, that one too. But he was married to that blonde chick too before that War of the Roses. What was her name? Her name was Catherine too. Catherine O'Hara or
Catherine O'Hare?
maybe. No, that's the
that's
Home
too
Alone mom.
old.
That's the Home Alone mom.
Right.
But it was another, like, she was a famous blonde actress. She was in a bunch of movies, War of the Roses with him and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, Kirk Douglas. Those are all the places. Oh, I almost thought Kirk Douglas was the Christian guy that did that's Kirk Cameron.
yeah, not that.
I almost freaked out. I was like, what?
The we be letting you know when you be fucking up sometimes.
The walk. I'm just kidding. No, but where it came from was 1970s magazine feature. Ironically, from Playboy itself, referenced supposed tunnel connections. Former employees and guests have given conflicting stories over the years. Like, yeah, it was used for that. We weren't just delivering hors d'oeuvres through that tunnel. There was other hors d'oeuvres going through that tunnel. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But what's actually credible though is it's basic underground tunnels on the property, very likely and supported. Large network of tunnels though is what kind of gave everybody the conspiracy, how it branches off and goes to other stars' houses, basements, and shit like that.
And that's crazy with Jack there too. You know what I mean? These particular individuals there, I mean, they're highly regarded in the community of filmmaking. You know what I mean?
Hollywood.
They've been in the Hollywood there. And then too, probably some of them there, you know what I mean? Because they're like, I need to get out of here. I'm all fucked up there. Like, they're acting weird. They're probably like, yo, come over here, man. I can get you out. And
Man.
you know, sometimes you don't want to be around the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, they expect you to be there. They expect you to dramatize you and fucking get you wrapped in the rapture of what the fuck they're
That's what I'm
doing
saying.
there.
Like, imagine you're carrying a tray of fucking like cocktail weenies or whatever to the party, and then you see just like Warren Beatty, like just walking down all drunk, like dragging his shoulder along, and then into the branch of tunnel. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd just be a creepy scene to see.
Get me an Uber.
Yeah. There's no Ubers
Back
down here.
then, you know what I'm saying?
Get me a tuber.
Hurry up, call the taxi cab.
Get me through this tube.
Cali cab.
All right, so the reality versus the myth. This is one of those classic Hollywood legends. I never heard of this one though. Did you ever hear about this? They say it's a classic one.
Not for me, there.
Brother, have you ever heard about that? The Playboy Mansion being underground sex trafficking
we
shit.
were too busy reading the magazines. We didn't give a fuck about the fucking tunnels.
I was throwing the magazine under the tree, like, homie, go look at it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I didn't edit the clubhouse.
But the small truth, they're just utility tunnels that turn into huge conspiracy tunnel networks over the years.
Yeah, utility shit there.
I guess we won't know until they do a thorough search, like they're supposedly doing at the Zorro Ranch.
We'll find out.
And I guess why people still believe it is because the reputation of the Playboy Mansion, right? And it's easy to drug up a Playboy Mansion bunny girl or a guest of one of the parties, and they disappear.
And your neighbors are gonna call the cops on you for having a big old.
Yeah, you are the neighbors.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
4 a.m. there. Yeah, right. They're gonna tell you shit. You know what I mean? You probably got a lot of quiet there by the HOA to you. Like, you do not talk on them unless they say anything. You do not call. You know what I mean?
Through.
Yep. Yeah. You don't say anything about that mansion.
All right. Topic number 4. You ready, Omega?
Bro, this one is heavy.
So I guess scientist number 13 that disappeared in 2025 along with 12 others like in the past year. This one was found burned to death in his Tesla. Did you hear about this one, Omega?
Yo, I saw the footage of the vehicle, man, and I felt so bad.
So the story is NASA engineer named Joshua LeBlanc. He was 29 years old. He was a nuclear propulsion projects manager in NASA. So that's like the biggest like area of NASA is like the propulsion and all that. Like
Yeah, that's
when they
how
start
you
fucking with
get up. That's how
nuclear
you traject yourself.
and energy shit and dark matter and all that bullshit. Yeah, he was disappeared from his home in Alabama. Later that same day, his Tesla crashed, hit a guardrail, trees, and caught fire. Sound like any other Hollywood conspiracy death that we've heard of. You know, Ryan Dunn. Who else? Who else died in a Porsche crash? Wasn't there?
There's too many.
Yeah.
Too many of them there. But the Tesla, though, I mean, considering its crash rate, you know what I mean, and its, safety issues there, you know what I mean, hit a guardrail and trees there, okay, you know what I mean, depending on the severity of the trees and how high of the rate of speed there, but then caught fire too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can see Alabama there, you know what I mean, it's pretty mild with the weather there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of humidity, but it's not hot like if you're going to Arizona or Nevada or Albuquerque per se, where you see cars once every 2 weeks they're on fire on the side of the road, on the highways, on the interstate.
Well, and then we got to think, remember they said there's a conspiracy that the elites can actually tap into your car if it's one of those electric cars. Like, remember, have you seen the new Chucky movie, the newer one that came out? Like when it was like on some AI shit and that fool tapped into the homegirl's Tesla Uber and kept crashing into the fucking, just kept backing up and crashing and backing up and crashing. And Chucky was doing the shit, dog.
Little bastard.
Yeah. So it doesn't, they show you what they do in the movie. Yeah. So how is this not one of those things? You know what I'm saying?
They try to give us Easter eggs there, folks, right? And that's, I guess, the thing that we think, oh yeah, the horror there. I mean, this is actually like a sign for you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, so this guy, they locked him in and they let it burn. That's some bullshit, man. You know what I mean? These folks, especially, they're just taking them out because of what they know, and they know that they're liabilities. And so watch out with what information you hold nowadays there, folks, because you just might be on somebody else's watch list there. Not even the FBI or this or that there, but I mean, just me, maybe even your coworker. You know what I mean?
Even down to that girl from Mexico, the one that was smarter than Einstein and...
the 11-year-old girl?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't even get her involved in none of that shit. That's why we said that shit last episode. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reason why. Like, 13, like...
dead scientists?
Prestigious scientists, not just like regular, like, let me put some... Oh.
Yeah, they're not your science
by my calculations, this makes eyes... Yeah. Oh, it is yellow mustard gas or killer mustard gas. Yeah, no, it's not like that. Like these are real scientists that know exactly what's going on with this shit we call Earth. So if we start seeing these fuckers disappear, that's when we know something is crazy and
let's ask questions.
Bigger going on. What do you guys think? Yeah. It's time for you guys to answer these questions.
For sure. So
I don't know.
Share, like, subscribe, link, tell us what you think. You know what I mean? Like, do all of that for us. You know what I mean? Like, what's your input? What do you think? Are you up on the same kind of shit like that? This is too coincidental. 13 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, give us a holla out there. You know what I mean? If you've been watching it too, there. You know what I mean? Let us know what's up, and we're gonna continue to just keep our ears chimed to that, so that way we can let you know when that happens. First off,
Right. All right. This episode is brought to you by Bizcochitos brand, the illest, dopest edible cookie in New Mexico. We are also brought to you by
Polite Bodega there. So if you want to go and
Bodega.
get your, your exotic backwoods, my puppy and me mama, you know what I mean? Mama. If you want to go and get those backwoods there, you know what I mean? Go and holla at them there. They can hook you up there too if you need any accessories, any kind of thing like that there. For sure, they're going to treat you well.
And let's not forget our most important sponsor of the night.
Welcome.
And
thank you.
for the next year. No, I'm just kidding. However long they want to sponsor
Continuously.
us for. Yeah. High Desert Relief. Make sure you guys go check them out. We're puffing on some of that Tropicana Cherry number 8.
Oh my gosh.
Super good sativa. Has us talking, has us reminiscing, has us laughing, saying shit that I didn't even think we were going to say on the episode.
Super uppity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
it's a
it.
nice medium there
Good
for
sativa.
sure. Yeah, definitely something for the outing. You know what I mean? Also, if you go to High Desert there and you see this podcast right now there, folks, there, you know what I mean? Go and tell them that Pod 5 off there, and you're going to get $5 off of your purchase at all High Desert Relief
$5.
locations there across New Mexico there. You know what I mean? Depending on location there, but I'm pretty sure it's all locations there. So
All
you know what I'm saying?
locations, all across New Mexico. Don't even hesitate.
Go
Just say
hook 'em
Strain
up.
Damage, Blunt King, Crash Out,
Yeah.
anyone, Pod 5 off.
Pod 5
Just
off.
say it.
Hook
You'll
you
get
up.
the $5 off. Don't even trip. But anyway, you're listening to the most ruthless, the most controversial, the most illest, and the most truest podcast, Crash Out the Sitcom, episode 42. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle the Drunkle, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with my boy Val. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back to you with some new shit there for
I
sure.
need to roll another blunt in this High Desert
man.
shit, dog.
That's what we're getting into there for y'all. So y'all do another one for us. Roll up, kick back, stay tuned, you know what I mean? Lock in, get your brew, get your drink, get your munch, whatever you got to do. Stay tuned.
Yo, we're back. Episode 42, Crash Out the Sitcom. I'm your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. And as always, this is my motherfucking man, my spicker.
Your boy A Omega with the funky dope flavor, aka the Funkle the
Thought it was gonna
Drunkle.
be quicker.
Nah, man, it's a long day,
I'm
man.
just joking.
It's been a long day. I got me a little bit of something up in me, you know what I mean? Because yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, and I'm still kind of feeling the residual.
Yeah, fuck that shit, bruh.
No, I'm just kidding, man. I drink every day.
Fuck that shit. That's it. I'm
Uh-huh,
fucking
you
crazy,
already
dog.
know. We're local out here, there, man.
Is that fentanyl, dog?
Is that fentanyl, dog?
No, definitely not. We are definitely puffing on some of the finest herb you can find in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are on that High Desert Relief. We are on Tropicana Cherry number 8 right now for this episode. I love it. It makes me talk more. Usually sativas, and you know this about me, dog.
Amen.
Sativas have the opposite effect on me. They make me fall asleep and they get me like tired and I get all stumbly on my words. Maybe I do that now, but it does it like extra. So this sativa is actually really good. Make sure you guys go check them out. Use the code POD5 off to get $5 off of any purchase, any location. Make sure you tell them Strain Damage sent you. Make sure you tell them A Omega sent you. Make sure you tell them Teo Val sent you. Tell them fucking Blunt King sent you. Tell them
Yes.
Strain Damage sent you, dog.
Crash Out sent you.
Yeah.
That's what we doing over here, there
Fucking
for
crazy,
sure.
dog.
Yo, finally landed a good sponsor there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
Shout
did.
out to everybody at High Desert Relief for putting in your work. To the bud tenders, to the trimmers, to
And the growers, yeah.
to the growers there. You know what I mean? That's the main thing there. You know what I mean? We want to see quality product in the flower there, not just the rosin production there. I'm sorry there. I mean, as much as I love y'all dab heads and y'all dabba doos and shit.
It started with the flower.
I want to say I love my flower more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna
Next to
start
my
with
mother
the
and my
flower.
father.
It's gonna end with the flower, and that is gonna be. It is gonna be.
It's
what
always
it's
gonna
gonna
rain.
be. And
The
that's
flower,
what it is.
dog.
You know what I mean? Crash out the sitcom episode 42. Sorry, we're litty, bro. That's all I know. We're litty in the city.
Yeet.
We're at fucking 84 episodes. We've done it in the past 10, 11 months. We're almost at a year. We'll do a fucking event. We're gonna be doing. I shouldn't even say that. But we're gonna be doing one. Fuck it.
Don't tell him.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Illstyle. He's back in town.
Yeah,
That's all I
boy.
fucking know. We're about to get to this.
You better
music,
run through
boy.
on Sunday. You better come through on Sunday. You already know what it is.
Right.
Got a nice housewarming party for y'all.
All right, this is everybody's favorite segment. We get the most views on these clips. You guys ready for this? It's the good, the bad, the ugly, and the bizarre New Mexico. I don't know if this is necessarily good or bad. I guess there's a good and bad to this one, A Omega, so we're going to get into it.
Yeah, this is a double-edged.
So they're saying that it's going to be New Mexico versus the Meta, right? I guess everybody's pissed off at Meta, right? Which is the controller of Instagram and Facebook, right? And WhatsApp, I believe. And so New Mexico said, hey, you guys are fucking up as far as keeping our kids safe and keeping them from some of this content that they're being exposed to.
Right.
You guys are responsible for it. You guys are going to pay us big time.
You're not filtering it out.
At first they, I think they got like $375 million in penalties out of them, and then they went for a second round, and this time they're asking for like $3 billion or some shit like that. Yeah, so this is where it gets kind of crazy. This isn't the first round. Meta already lost the first phase, right? When they had to pay up that $375 million in penalties. But now the new phase is where it gets serious. A judge, not the jury, will decide if Meta's platforms are public nuisance, what force changes they must make before going forward, and whether they owe billions more. Up to $3.78 billion is what's in questioning right now. New Mexico is definitely trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if this is a good thing. You know, if the New Mexico gets paid, then we get a bunch of cool shit. Or do we? Or does
who gets paid?
Or yeah.
And what are you gonna do with the money that you do get paid with there? I mean, because we know there's a lot of shiesty motherfuckers out here.
Or check me out. Or Meta gets pissed off and they yank Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp from us. And I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, people think it's a bad thing that like these things get taken away, but we got to understand, like, Instagram, when I first jumped on Instagram for the very first time, it was on some shit where you just post funny ass pictures and people would like it, right? Like, it's literally, you would find a funny picture from a comic strip, or I used to go to this place called The Chive, right? And they would just have like these hipster-esque type like pictures and like abstract art and shit like that. And I would just be posting shit like that. And then it turned into people started to sell shit online, whether it was weed, clothes, pussy, asshole, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it turned into this whole thing, and then
Jumped
it started
in real broad right away.
turning into people scamming each other. Oh, send me money and I'll send you 20 packs, dog. I got you. No packs were sent that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's
money was sent, no transactions that day.
Yeah, exactly. So there's so many things that are good and bad. You know what I mean? If New Mexico gets paid, where's the money going to go? Is that a good thing where the money goes? Is the money going to be misappropriated and mishandled and misused for
always
improper usage, like it always does? And then we just get a couple roads out of it every 2 years or some shit.
Repave it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
traffic back up.
We need to see like serious money go to serious programs to do serious things in New Mexico, and that's what would be good with the money. The good of these social medias being taken away, our kids would be less exposed to some of the brain rot content that some people put out. Even sometimes we, you know, you guys might think we're putting brain rot shit or all the predatorial shit like Roblox,
even that there.
all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're going that as well, I think.
Yeah,
Roblox
so getting rid of that would be definitely good. You know what I'm saying? So there's just, it's kind of like on a Libra scale right now. A Omega knows all about that, right? Where it's like a catch 2020 or even like damned if you do, damned if you don't type of deal, right?
Yep. And we need to literally, folks, there just take care of our children again, like we always say, you know what I mean? Protect your children there, you know what I mean? See something, say something. You know, check in on your kids. Make sure you look at what they're watching first off. You know what I mean? They can have a picture of a 19-year-old boy, but that spicker could be 45.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and just being on some weirdo shit.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
you know what I mean? Y'all folks, check in on that there. It's going to be crazy for some of the influencers, I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The people that are on IG, you know, Facebook or doing that there, you know, and especially artists here. I feel like we might be hit the hardest.
Yeah.
As far as putting our time, our dedication, our reels, our clips there. And that's going to be a little detrimental to our following.
Hey,
But
if they take away anything Instagram,
Tell 'em.
make sure you guys go to TikTok, A Omega Blunt Kings, and T.O. Vile. You know what I'm saying? It'll pop up. We got all the clips everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We clip everywhere. So, like, honestly, like, if we lost Instagram, it would literally save me, like, a day off my life. You know what I'm saying? So it might be good, you know, but
all at us.
check us out on TikTok. We're everywhere. You know, we're on YouTube. That's where we're mainly at. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not a bad thing sometimes if you're trying to take something harmful away from your child. And sometimes
Exactly.
I even feel guilty about that too. Like when I was a young dad, right? 22 years old, iPads just coming out type shit. My son, I wouldn't even give him the iPad. My son's dope, dog. My son's one of the smartest kids I've ever met, both of them. And they both would pick up the iPad and they would go straight to Fruit Ninja and they'd be getting high ass scores on Fruit Ninja. And then I got him a Wii. My son Elijah, he would be getting like 300 kills on Zombies Black Ops 2, dog, on the Wii, dog. Like
on the
just
Wii.
with, like that, flashlighting these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like killing them.
That's crazy.
And
remember, I hooked him up with the 360.
yeah, and then you hooked Jalen up with the 360, and we stayed on that shit for days and
Cuphead
weeks and all that shit. He beat Cuphead in like I want to say like 3.5 days, dog. And he wasn't on it the whole 3 days. It was like 3 days of like 4 hours or whatever. You know, the regular gaming time that kids go through.
Totally.
When you regulate the shit, you know what I'm saying?
But a lot of this stuff influences our kids.
But if you keep them on those motherfucking things all fucking day, dog, they're gonna be mashed potato brains, and you don't want that for your kids.
No.
You want your kids to be flourishing like you did, like the curiosity. What the fuck is that butterfly, or what is that cocoon, or what is that cicada little shell on the tree? I want to scrape my knee. You know what I mean? Like
I got bit by a snake.
Yeah.
I stepped in on a rusty nail.
Yeah,
there,
dude.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I remember one time. You remember climbing walls, like in like just in childhood, right? You
Jumping
climb-
over the wall?
Yeah, like to
fuck
the neighbor's backyard and all
Hell
that shit.
yeah.
Dude, one time this fucking kid threw me over the wall, and I
it was a
and
little lower.
bro, there was a tree trunk that was like, it wasn't cut flat like from a chainsaw. It was like someone pushed it down, and all the little
ridges.
Yeah, the ridges,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
I literally hit that shit, dog, like stomach, dog, and I was all, is that fentanyl, dog? No, I'm just kidding. No, but
that way you
shit,
folded.
No, that
You're
shit,
like,
yeah, that shit hurt, bro. I lost my air and everything,
Oh yeah,
dog.
yeah. You got the wind knocked out of this. So
Bro,
you're like,
like that's what these kids need to experience, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I get so excited when I see Jalen outside and he's shooting the BB guns, or he's fucking breaking glass at the fire pit or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that shit's dope. I love that shit because my kid knows that there's a time for outside and there's a time for inside, and I think that's what all kids need to realize. You know what I mean? And if you're watching, you kids, you need to get off when it's time to get off. You know what I'm saying? No throwing fits and getting put in the fucking mental hospital over fucking screen time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
all my friends are on there. They're
That
expecting
ain't skibbity
me.
riz, dog. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I don't even know what that means. Did I say it right?
I love it. I love it. I love it. There, I don't know the vernacular and I don't know the meaning behind it. There, like 6'7", but I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it.
That's toilet riz, homie. I'm just kidding.
Whoa. You're gonna make them mad. Don't do
Nah,
that.
I know.
Don't do that.
I don't want to, but maybe I do want a bunch of people trying to fucking comment and talk shit. That's what I want. I'll argue with anyone 12 and up. This guy's
12 and up.
Remember that time we were playing GTA, dog, and this kid was trying to troll me, and I was like,
Oh,
hey,
man,
I was
I
like, hey, bro,
remember
do you even know how to swim, dog? And his friends started laughing at him. I was like, your fucking girlfriend still smells like pee, homie. I was like, come back in 10 years, eh?
That was crazy. Yeah, that was good old PlayStation days before. There were these other little rights.
Oh,
And,
I used to clown the fuck out of those kids.
Oh
Like,
man, when it was unfiltered and unregulated at those
Loved it.
days, we were ruthless. If we had a headset, we were fucking bad.
I didn't even need one. I'll scream it into the controller. You fucker. No, I'm just kidding. All right. The bad in New Mexico, A Omega. A couple kills somebody over rent, $300 worth of rent, dog. So this is what happened. At first, I thought they killed the landlord. Like, this is like kind of what I thought happened. It was like, yeah, we'll bring you the $1,000, landlord. And then they brought the landlord $300, and then the landlord gets mad and they killed him. But that wasn't the case. I guess what it was is the people that were living together.
Okay.
One of them owed the $1,000 for the rent.
Okay.
Only showed up with $300. The person that was collecting the rent snatched the $300.
Okay.
Took off, and then the couple that just gave her the $300, chased her down, and then they, I guess, killed her or some shit, dog. Like they just shot her down.
Exchange
Oh yeah,
firearms?
they had her meet at a fucking a designated place. I think like the apartment or whatever. Let's see if it says it.
No.
Oh yeah, it says the victim followed them, and during that, the boyfriend allegedly shot and killed him. You know what I mean? So they killed the roommate pretty much, or. No, not the roommate. Yeah, they killed the roommate, like the guy that actually collects the rent, like the guy that probably
like,
has
I'm gonna
the shit
pay
in his
this
name.
to the guy there for sure. Like, hey, rent's due, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, yo, come on now, quit falling down the fucking shit, and you know what I mean, being that there.
Trick ass bitch.
And the boyfriend allegedly shot and killed him there because you know what I mean. What drug-induced people do there. Naturally fucking protect theirs. I mean, you see all these homeless couples around Albuquerque there, you know what I mean? Straight people don't have no girlfriends, you know what I mean? People that are actually working good don't have girlfriends or
dog.
relationships.
I was
like
thinking
that
about
there.
that the other day. I was
You know
like,
what I mean?
in order to get a girlfriend, I have to get them addicted to drugs. Oh,
Or
that's
drink alcohol
that's
all the way
mean.
until insanity there, until blackout,
horrible.
or you know, you gotta give me all of you got, you know what I mean? Put it in my pocket all the time, you know what I mean? Buy you this, buy you that. But for shooting the fucking homeboy over $300 worth of rent when it was $1,000, you know what I mean? Like, fuck you. Hey, I only
You only
got
gave me
three.
300, bop. Yeah.
You
And
know
why'd
what I
you take
mean?
my 3? I think what would happen is like, well, you only got $300 for rent. Give me that shit, motherfuckers. And he took off, and they're like, oh, you're gonna take the 300 and run. I was like, bro, they're gonna take the 1,000 and pay rent. Like, why are you gonna kill him over the 300? You know what I'm saying? Like
Fucking
that.
retarded,
It just doesn't make
bro.
no sense to me, bro. And the more that
You were gonna give that to them any fucking way.
that's what I'm saying, dog.
So why are you gonna fucking get the fucking gun and fucking pull that out?
Don't grab it out of my hand like that. You know what I mean? That's
Ego.
kinda, yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling.
Ego,
That's what
brother.
happened. Don't grab the 300 out of my hand like that. I'm a man.
You felt disrespected.
Treat me like a man.
Well, you first off, you came short from the rent.
Yeah.
They know
You're not
ego
even
in
a
that.
man for coming up with $300 instead of $1,000. Right?
I mean, being blatant. Other people think in different logic, but I mean, we're thinking the man logic there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these pieces of shits belong in jail. No one should ever be set up to be killed because you're collecting the rent from a bunch of fucking losers in the first place. So watch who you're renting to.
Yes.
Watch who you're putting trust into to put people
And
in your
close
house.
to
And
you.
yeah, dog, anybody. It could be anybody. But like, especially don't be killing people because your pride got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody grabs $300 out of your hand and your pride got hurt, so you shoot the fool. Like, nah, dog. Like, that's pussy ass shit. So anyway, the ugly of New Mexico.
that was pretty ugly.
If that wasn't already ugly enough, yeah.
Let's get into some more.
Family involved homicide setup. Okay, so see, I think I got the two mixed up, right? So the couple that was over rent. This is another one. So check this out, bro.
What?
Dominic Chavez, which is a brother, Jacob Chavez, which is a brother, and then Dolores Chavez, their mother. Police say that the two brothers allegedly planned to lure the victim into their home. They expected him to show up armed, which suggests they were preparing a violent confrontation, right?
Right.
And then
Preemptively planned.
when the victim arrived, he was shot and killed inside or just outside of the residence. The setup angle is like why this case stands out. According to the investigators, this wasn't spontaneous. The victim was intentionally brought to a controlled location. The brothers allegedly positioned themselves knowing violence was likely about to happen.
Okay.
And then in the heat of the moment, a premeditated scenario unfolded where the guy got shot in the head that was lured there and left for dead. The mother's role in this, what she's accused of, Dolores Chavez, is charged because police say that she helped provide, facilitate, and access firearms to the two brothers. She had knowledge of the plan beforehand and potentially assisted in setting up the whole situation.
Right.
What brings in charges like conspiracy, aiding and abetting, and being a fucking dumb cunt bitch. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, I what I'm tired of though, like honestly, A Omega, is people actually like going out of the day, taking time out of the day
To act
gangster and set somebody up. You know what I mean? Like it's just cowardly. New Mexico, it's full of it. It's full of cowards. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like there's been a bunch of people that have threatened my life, and when it came down to the nitty gritty, it was all crickets, you know what I'm saying? So for people to go out of their way to set somebody up knowing that maybe they've never even spoken a word to you or whatever the case may be, they owe you $5-10 or whatever, dog, they owe you a pill. You ripped off my mom for a 0.2 of fucking coke or whatever the fuck the deal went down where you have to set somebody up to murder them is ridiculous because now you're going to be sitting in a cell for the next 25 to life wondering maybe I should have just punched him in the face and knocked him out, right? Or maybe we should just fought it out, or I could have confronted. What do you think?
Maybe you might have broke your motherfucking arm hitting that fucking other fucking druggy's fucking face, and you guys would have shattered each other's fucking bones all together there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, y'all need to stop fucking doing that shit because y'all ain't thinking right because y'all fucking tweaked the fuck out. You know what I mean? You fucking sinvergüenza, son of a bitch. You bring your mom involved with this fucking shit.
And what's worse is like that moms are even down to do this shit, right? Like,
Mom, I know you love your
mijo,
kids there, but
he disrespected you, mijo. Well, I'll give you guns and we'll tell him to come over here. Just make sure he stands right there so that way homie can come, or your brother can come out of the corner and shoot him right here, and then he's dead, and then I'll have to get rid of him.
Mama, good job.
Yeah, what
Go
the
ahead.
fuck?
Good job, mama. You know,
Mama.
Yeah, that's what.
Let's set him up, mama.
That's what their brother. That's what the brothers are going to be saying from prison for the next 25 years. You know what I'm
phone
saying?
Call collected from.
And it says the victim's name hasn't been consistently reported across all early sources. The exact motive is still unclear publicly why it happened. Right. Possibilities include personal dispute, retaliation, ongoing conflict that escalated to now is one person dead, 3 people in prison.
Wow. All for what? Ego, possibly. The drug thing.
That's what it boils down to.
It's
dog.
drug, ego there.
Drug-induced ego.
And with money involved.
With money. And you know what's crazy, dog, is like the drug addicts like that are really on Fenty and that are really on meth and really on some shit. There's some of them out there, dog. They look crackhead and they look shit, dog, but those fuckers, they got the money and they got the gun on them and they got the knife on them or the machete on them or, you know what I'm saying?
They
like
over there, their cars
they even got tasers
they got an
and
apartment
lasers
and all sorts of other lasers.
yeah, dog. Like there was a case that happened, I want to say like 2011, right? Where there was a rapper by the name of Worst One. Does anybody remember Worst One? Put it in the comment. He was a really
from here?
He was an upcoming rapper from Albuquerque. Yeah, he was part of like the Too Sick crew, I believe. Or Doc Mob, I believe. He's the one that started Doc Mob. You remember Doc Mob, like the tagging crew that was like a branch off. Whole tagging thing, gang thing is kind of hard to decipher, but like I've kind of followed that along with like the rap shit. But anyway, there was a situation where Worse, right? He was, you know, I guess a known dealer, right? Selling to the crackheads at the time.
Right.
I guess one of the crackheads became upset with him, set him up, and stabbed him like for not serving him or serving him less or not serving him at all or whatever the case was.
Stepped on or
But
whatever. Yeah.
my point is like I only think worse knew that crackheads would be capable of that shit at the time. You know
Go
what I'm
to that
saying? Like
extent
where
that-
they're like, I got this knife, and if this fucker don't get me, I'm getting
I'm
him.
gonna take it.
and
I'm gonna
just
get mine
it.
either way.
Yeah. So rest in
Damn.
peace to Worst One. He was definitely an upcoming rapper in the Albuquerque scene.
R.I.P. my friend.
Yeah, super dope. And when stuff like this, it's super, super ugly. You know what I mean? And that's why we talk about it. And you know, what do you guys think? Do you guys could think of anything else that's ugly that's happened in New Mexico in the past week? Put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. We're not there to hear everything, so we do rely on some of these other resources that we pull from, and we go and I actually cross research is what I call it. Is like I'll grab it from some source, put it in two more sources, see what those sources give me. If they're conflicting, it's not true. If they're on point, it's true. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm really able to try to bring these real content topics to everybody weekly. You know, me and A Omega, we up here, we bring this shit to you guys weekly, and it's an easy and it's a hard job to do this, right? AO, like it's easy in the sense where like there's so much going on, we could talk about it all, but then it's hard of like, damn, now we have to talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where it boils down and crosses that barrier of entertainment to reality to
Emotional.
to emotional. What do you guys think? You know what I'm saying? We like to put the ball in your courts. All these conspiracies, every time we talk about a murder or anything, we want you guys to chime in. Maybe you know the victims, maybe you know the full story. You know, it might help.
And when we say things there from, a particular part of New Mexico, especially when we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and bizarre, if we're talking to a zone or location near you there and you actually see something, if you're
Right.
catching this on your FYP
Glad you said
or
that.
whatever it might be, you know what I mean? Maybe be on TikTok there, any of the other platforms that we do, put this on, please reach out there. You know what I mean? Maybe we can bring up your particular, your Laurel or, you know what I mean? Your missing person investigation or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like,
For real.
but we're getting into something bizarre right now, so trip out.
The Bazaar sorry. The Bazaar of New Mexico. Clip this one. The Zone of Silence. Have you heard about this, Omega? The Zone of Silence in New Mexico. It's the Zone of Silence. But we're going to get into exactly what they mean by this. It's in the Mapimi Silent Zones. The Spanish is Zona del Silencio. A remote patch of the, what is that? Chihuahuan Desert
Chihuahuan.
in northern Mexico. It sits south
Chihuahuan.
of New Mexico in the same broad desert corridor. So,
So they're on the southern tip of like what our desert is there.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Carlsbad,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? It's like very rugged, very raw, like Las Cruces or El Paso, you know what I mean? Not a lot of shit grow out there in the Chihuahuan Desert there.
Right.
Sure.
so it says that a U.S. test rocket on Athena rocket was
What?
launched from White Sands Missile Range.
Mm-hmm.
It malfunctioned mid-flight, went off course, and crashed deep in the desert inside the silent zone. The U.S. government repeatedly tracked it down, recovered the debris, sent teams to collect contaminated soil. Accounts mention radioactive components used in the experiments.
What?
So they're thinking that like this is what like causes the dead zone, right? Like if something like a rocket could like, something that's built for precision and stealth, right? To get the exact target.
Okay.
If it's going through this zone and it just derails like that, and it's due to the whole zone full of radiation.
Mhm.
That's what's causing this bizarre activity is what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Why it got labeled the Zone of Silence after the crash, stories spread that the area had strange properties, right? Like reported phenomena. Radio supposedly just stopped working. Compasses were acting weirdly, like in the movies, right? Like
Right.
north, south, east, west.
Spin. No actual
Yeah.
correlation to any kind of
Yeah,
where it's magnetic
at.
field
Yeah,
or north
walkie-talkies and signals dropped out randomly. It says there's no solid scientific evidence that signals consistently fail there, but scientists who visited say radios generally work, compasses behave normally, Any signal issue is more likely due to extreme remoteness, lack of infrastructure, and terrain interference.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
All
That's what they would
bullshit.
say.
That's what they put out to the public, to the master, which is absolute and complete utter bullshit.
And this is a good
You know what I mean? Let's
question.
look at Bermuda Triangle there, right?
Yeah.
That's another motherfucking dead zone, right?
Right.
Silent zone there. You don't have any fucking shit go down, right? More phenomenal. I mean,
They say that's
the
a
original
portal
one.
too. They say that's like the actual portal. Like you get sucked in there, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm in Narnia.
White Sands, we know that we are
Atlantis.
We have so much fucking nuclear shit in the ground
Right.
here. Disposal areas there.
The hills have eyes and thighs.
Well,
and
let's not to say that like let's go off on this tangent there, just to be fucking on a layman's term there. Okay, Marty McFly, right?
Right.
What did Doc need to fucking put in his time machine there, right? I need fucking plutonium, uranium, all of that there, Marty.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck do you find that there? In some of these down south fucking deposits there, where they held nuclear waste. Why do you think they see all these fucking things? Because they need to recharge their shit.
And then check this out. Remember, he was a cameo on A Million Ways to Die in the West. Remember, they saw him in the shed and he was fixing the DeLorean and he was all,
Yep.
or whatever when he walked in on him.
Yep.
So they give you the answers. You just got to decipher them. Like I told somebody today, when I give you pieces of my story or things that I've seen and why I've said that I have come to the conclusion of what I've said, and it's not paranoia, it's because when I don't have the answers, I look for the pieces to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And if I find the pieces that match, then it's guaranteed that you probably did what I just thought you thought, or what I thought you did, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's not that hard to decipher truth when there's a bunch of fucking bullshit in the fucking vicinity and there's silent zones and shit going on. You know what I'm saying?